Hey guys, so we're going to be doing arms today, so we're going to be hitting biceps and triceps within the same workout. Now, so for you guys and girls out there which have actually weak arms, then what I would suggest you do, I'd suggest you doing back and biceps together. But when you come to do biceps at the end of your back workout, you only do about 4 working sets. Then you would do chest and triceps together maybe on the day after, and again, you would do about 4 working sets of triceps, and then you would do a separate arm workout with biceps and triceps together, maybe 3 or 4 days later. So you're doing basically a priming workout on biceps and triceps by matching them up with different muscle groups, and then primarily you'll be doing a focal arm workout. But today we're doing arms, we'll be leading with biceps, then we're going to go into triceps, obviously using a straight bar, so obviously you're spinated really far out, so you're going to bring more of a fuller depth of your bicep into play. So when you go into a rotational position, so you're rotating slightly into what would be, say, a cambered EZ bar. It's a great neutral position. However, when you further rotate and you go into a straight position, you're going to bring a wider spectrum of muscle fiber and muscle bicep activation taking place. So that's going to be our first exercise. Okay, so I'm a big advocator of going in with your maximum weight at the very, very beginning of your working sets. However, you need to make sure that you're thoroughly warm before you go into your working sets, obviously to reduce the risk of injury. So I just picked up 90. I thought that's going to probably be my target weight as far as my heaviest working set. And though it didn't feel light, it felt a little bit lighter than I expected to. So I actually just racked it. I did 2 or 3 reps because I'm obviously preserving energy. Now I'm going to pick up the 100 and I'll go in with 100, okay?
Hard work, man. Good, Neil. Come on. Hard work, man. Hard work pays off. Come on. Working set. Get it. Get it. Good, Zane, come on. Drive. Wait, come on. Push. Good, rest, pause, come on. Good, Zane, come on, break it down now. Come on, limp your reps. Good, come on. There's more in the tank there. Come on. Good. Let's go. Push, 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 push. Come on. Definitely 3 singles. Let's go. Come on. That's 1. Come on. Get them up. Good. Good. Come on. Good. Come on. Keep grinding. Good, Zane. Come on. Let's go. Push, 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 push. Come on. Control the negative. Good. Better.
Good, Zane. Come on, break it down. 3 to 5 singles. Control. Come on, let's go. Drive. Good, Zane. Come on. Good. Good, go. Break it down. Come on. Come on. Push, 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 push. Good. Come on, 2 more. Come on. Push it up. Come on, come on. Let's go.
How do I feel?
Awesome, man. Wow. Very good.
Man, that's so isolated, guys.
Isolating your bicep there?
Yeah, totally. So there's total bicep engagement. I'm disconnecting my brachialis a little bit because I'm obviously staying open. I'm trying to bring more muscle fiber activation taking place. It's isolated, but at the same time, this is a great mass builder. Now I'm stronger on my right arm compared to my left. So I'm gonna get actually Zane to do his next working set so I can recover, so I keep my strength going on my left arm, okay?
Good.
Good, come on. Push.
Good.
Come on. Get him up. Good, Zane, come on. These tough motherfuckers, come on. Drive, 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 drive. Good. Come on. Keep grinding. Push, 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 push. Good.
Come on, Neil. Wow.
We're going to go into triceps now, and we're going to be primarily focused on the rear heads of your tricep, which obviously is a chunk of the muscle, the back end here. Obviously when you use a V-bar, you all know that obviously you're going to hit the camber edge, the outside head of your tricep. But the real meat and muscle and real strength and development comes from the back section. So I try to primarily stick to straight bars as much as I possibly can. I don't ever actually use any V-bars because once you go over a progressive overload state on triceps, dependent on where you're going to be targeting, you're still going to be forming stress, and it's going to be obviously shifted to other areas of your tricep. So even though this primarily is a rear head tricep push down exercise, you're still going to be hitting a lot of outer development. So it's very much a three-dimensional movement, okay? When you do this exercise, make sure you keep your elbows in, and make sure you try to force the bar downwards instead of going forward, because when you're pushing forward, you're using your shoulders as a means of stabilization, and sometimes you'll actually press through your shoulders. Remember, you're supposed to be squeezing and compressing through your triceps, detaching your shoulders as much as possible. Guys, so we've done 4 warm-up sets on triceps, primarily going heavier and heavier with every warm-up set. Remember, warm-up sets are there as a means of activation to get some synovial fluid, some blood, some activation taking place. Make sure obviously you're priming self mentally and physically, and also you're getting those pathways firing, okay? So you're obviously getting signals taking place from your brain to those muscle fiber activation. Now I'm gonna go into my first working set. I always go in with my heaviest weights first because I'm always gonna be my strongest first, okay? And as long as you warm up thoroughly, the risk of injury is very, very small. Okay, let's go.
Together.
Let's go, come on. Stay strong. Good. Push. 3. Good. Perfect form, man. Let's go. Good, come on, Zane. Push, 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 push. Let's go, come on. Drop.
Come on, Zane. Push. Nearly there, come on. 6 weeks today, man, off days, good. How that feel?
Oh, good. Coming everywhere.
Okay guys, so there are some exercises that you're going to perform in the gym for every muscle group that unless you get that mind-muscle connection, you're not going to get a contraction. The muscle indirectly will contract because of the movement patterns, but it doesn't mean that mentally and physically you're stimulating that extra contraction taking place. When you come to do tricep pushdowns, you're going to automatically contract throughout the movement anyway, because the way that your body will take activation and neurologically start firing those pathways and incorporating more muscle fibers into place. So whether you're doing myofibria or sarcoplasmic hypertrophy is irrelevant. The point is you will get that signal taking place. But just make sure for a very split second at the bottom you do get that contraction even more, okay? You notice when I do this exercise my elbows are really tight in. I'm disengaging my shoulders. Some people when they press or do a tricep push down, they kind of press through their shoulders. They're using their shoulders as a means of stability and pushing through. Disconnect those, so you go from this to this. Your shoulders are totally disengaged now. I'm keeping myself in that fixed position through my core and my abdomen. I'm not keeping myself stable through my shoulders, okay?
Good, Zane, come on. Good, come on. Good, come on. Stay engaged now, stay strong. Go on, come on. Good, come on. Good, come on, squeeze, contract. Press for those triceps. Good, Zane. Come on. Good. Let's go. Come on. Keep pushing. Keep squeezing. Come on. Every rep is